Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I am back for a rather weird and interesting little game. It's been in my Steam library for a little bit, finally getting around to playing it recently, and it is called Helskate. Helskate. You think it would be Hellskate, but it isn't. So, hear me out. What if Tony Hawk's Pro Skater but with swords and demons? What about that? So that's what we're in right now. We are, I forget the guy's name.
Just bought off some monsters.
So we are in this hub right now where this guy, we apparently got we went through our tutorial and we got a wing. So presumably eventually we'll get more or something, and we're fighting demons. And honestly, I have no idea what the hell is going on in this game right now.
You fought monsters? Oh, I knew something was up. Garland's whole hive is buzzing around.
And I've heard people kind of say that it's sort of like a roguelike, but I don't know, you go into different levels and you have different mission objectives, almost like a Tony Hawk. And as far as the skating goes, the controls themselves actually feel very much like Tony Hawk, and for the most part, I think they're also very responsive. Let's
What's going on?
get through our conversation here first.
Did you notice the Helskate rearranged as soon as you went out there? You think that's my fault? I think you did something to make the big guy super mad.
So yeah, after the tutorial, I forget his name, but I went up in this big old throne room temple area thing, skater, and he's like, "Hey, thanks for let me show you what I got, for skating." And he's like, "I don't really want to make videos and stuff. I just want to skate, And he gets all mad and throws me out. And then we're back here, so presumably we're trying to get it strong enough to take him down, is I think what's going on here.
Why does he care what I do? I'm nobody.
You're not nobody. You're Anton frickin' Falcon. You're the best skater
Right.
I've seen in a long time.
Anton Falcon. That's an interesting name.
Oh, and you can fight the monsters now. I gotta go charge my drones.
Right, so he just gave me, when I did the last run, he's like, "Oh yeah, there are drones, and if you do tricks in front of them, you'll get stuff." So we can walk around on foot, and until we get on our board. I haven't figured out how to get off. I've tried to hit every button. Once you're on the board, I haven't figured out how to get off of the board. But again, we are in this layer. Now, let's go into our... So we do have our settings menu here. Let's see. Wait, can we not do... Okay. I will say, the text in the background, I love the color contrast for settings. The text isn't even all that small. As far as accessibility goes, you have your volume settings, you've got some graphic settings. I think there's a screen shake thing somewhere. Now, there is some sort of a leash thing that they talk about under gameplay settings, and I think that might have something to do with kind of like tethering you to enemies when you're on or off the board. I haven't fully figured that out, but you can turn those on or off and also adjust the sensitivity. You've got a lot of camera options. You got an FOV, but then you also have a lot of camera, you can adjust the distance away from the board. So maybe people who get motion sickness, if you're further away from your skater, it may seem, a lot more third person, quite as much immediate screen movement. That could be helpful there. For me, I like it, kind of default is about right, where it's, you still have the third person camera, but it's, again, kind of like your Tony Hawk type of thing. So there are a few things here. There are a lot of sensitivity adjustments and things. I would say this game is not blind playable. There are some things like in the level at first that I was like, how do I even figure this stuff out? Because they have the mission objectives in the upper right hand corner. But I found, I'll show you in a little bit, where when you're in a level, you can pause the game, go to a separate screen, and then you can see the current mission objectives that you are supposed to be doing. And what's cool is you can actually track them. When you go to that menu, you can turn on and off. You can track these mission objectives, and then a lot of times it seems like it'll give you an arrow, a big green arrow on the ground, kind of right in front of your skater, telling you which way to go. And that I find to be very helpful, especially if you're not quite sure about something what they're talking about. There are some objectives, again, just like Tony Hawk, where you have to perform a specific trick, and so they'll tell you that. There are little upgrade things. So yeah, it's kind of a weird mishmash of like a roguelite type of thing, but you've got a Tony Hawk thing going on. You got, again, I got my little wing on my back there. But yeah, we're in our little hub. So it's like Hades Pro Skater or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But we can wander around our lair a little bit here. And I don't know if there's anything over here. I don't know if I've gone over here before. Oh, wait, yeah, that's okay. That's this guy. There's another lady that can give me like tattoos. There's another person who I can get different skate decks. And it's weird because there's voiced dialogue, but it's not everywhere. So like even like with these two characters, sometimes the characters are voiced and sometimes they're not. It's really bizarre. I mean, you know, I wish that if they're voiced for some of it, I wish they would all be. Or there's been characters like in the tutorial level where they're not voiced, or even the last level that I was on that aren't voiced. So that text is a little small, but again, the contrast is good. It does work with Windows Magnifier, so if you want to look at like some of the stationary UI, you can do that. But okay, so enough about you. I'm not going to go talk to anyone. We're just going to go, I think it's back here. Yeah, let's just get our board out here. And let's go into the Hellscape. Or Helskate, haha. Okay, here we go. So this level is pretty new to me. I just unlocked this one. And so let's pause it. And you know what? I'm damn near tempted. You do have some licensed music in here. Yeah, it's really... I'm going to turn that almost off because copyright. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get flagged for that, but my luck, I probably will. But now that I'm in a level, see if I use my left and right bumper here. So there's, on this screen, I've got my different objectives here. So destroy all skater stoppers, and I think those are demons, or I'm not exactly sure what those are, but I eventually did it on the last level. And just like Tony Hawk, instead we're going to collect Helskate, Helsk, and then an 8. So I got to collect those. Smash all crates. We got to do that. And smash cam ravens. So those, I don't know if all levels are going to have the same objectives, but pretty much the same exact objectives that we had on the other one. And it's so weird not having music. But from what I could tell, at least on the last level that I was... Okay, here we go. So now we got demons. So yeah, I can skate around. I can grind. I can do lip tricks. I can do... regular rail or vert tricks. But now I got to fight demons. You see the little arrows like that. That's where you can tell, like, oh, okay, there's dudes. So When I hit the left, oh crap, when I hit the left bumper, I can do like a dash. And that also really helps with mobility too, not just for fighting demons, for dodging. But, let's see, is there another dude over here? Let's go see what this store has. Okay, I can't afford anything anyway, so we'll just back out of there, go away. Okay, where are you, demon? And it helps your combo too. If you kill demons, like let's say I'm doing a trick and I'm grinding and I can just while I'm riding a rail. That's pretty sweet. But oh, see, oh, there's some crates. Let's bust those open. And the longer you're in a level, the harder it gets, apparently. So you're incentivized to try to, not suck like I do. But we're just gonna, cruise around. We're gonna do some tricks. And you see that arrow on the ground now? And I love that. I really, that's a cool ass idea. Okay. Oh, this is the level I was in before, like the original level, I think. There we go. Smash that up. Smash that up. I was in like another like city level with cars and stuff. I don't know how I select the different levels. That's the weird thing. But I do have objectives here, so I may as well putz around a little bit. There used to be posters in here I had to destroy. Okay, there we go. We got some stuff. Get some money and whatnot. And again, you have like the manuals. You have... again, it feels very like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So if you know how to play those games, like you'll feel immediately at home. X is your one type of trick, and then your B button is your grip trick. Like, again, just like before, the main thing that took me a bit of getting used to was the fact that I often use like the triggers to do like the rotations and all that, but now those are used for something different in this game. So my right bumper is my attack, and my left bumper is my dash, and then I have a heavy attack on the right trigger, so it's on a cooldown or whatnot. But oh yeah, there we go. Kick your ass, boy. Kill these guys real quick. Yeah, there weren't demons in this level before, so let's go ahead and... Okay. And I'm not sure if I'm timed, but every so often, like, there's, like, I'll get sucked back into the pit. Oh, what's this? This is new. What the hell is this? Oh. Let's do that. Are there any more boxes I gotta get? I just never really would have thought, like, hey, what if Tony Hawk, but with demons? Like, okay, sure, why not? Why the hell not, right? So these things I can summon, and now I got some big bastard I gotta deal with. Ouch! And I don't have any, ouch. I don't have any big attacks stored up. Yeah, we gotta dodge. You shall perish. You shall taste the wrath of my blade. Come on. Yeah. It's a good sound, too. Almost like a Gears of War type of, like... Yeah, I beat him. Okay, so don't have any money for that. So I haven't totally figured out the whole spiel with these towers, because it seems like it's pointing me toward it. Okay, now let's see. Let's go through another portal, and it'll take me to a different level, I think. Okay, where are we now? Again, it's so weird to... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to say about the music earlier. I got distracted. At least when I was in the other level, the soundtrack does not often, it doesn't seem to go from song to song. So I played this one level a few times, and it kept playing the same song over and over. And the song itself was, there's a lot of kind of like punk sounding stuff, which I don't mind, but this song was very sort of repetitive, and I really started getting tired of it. So it's like I wish that the soundtrack would just sort of, go between the different songs, because if you're going to map one song to each level, especially in a skater game like this, like that's just not the right way to go in my opinion. Okay, I gotta find some more enemies to kill. I don't know that I've seen this level before, and I don't know if I don't think they're randomly generated, but we said we're gonna kill some demons. Ow. And I don't know how to get health, like if killing dudes gives me health, or I haven't figured all that out yet. And I think when I die fully is when I go back to the hub. Yeah, so that he's gonna attack me. Yeah, eat it, son. I think there's one more he is back here, wasn't there? Anybody? Yeah, see, somehow, okay, because you see it go black and white. And now I'm dead, and now I'll probably end up back in my... Yep. Yeah, so this is sort of a Hades sort of a deal. Again, this game is just weird. This game is just bizarre.
This is a big deal, Falcon. If you keep going out there, it's going to make a lot of people angry, including certain people at this mall.
Maybe no one will notice.
Well, they will if I'm filming you.
Huh?
Bro, no one ever watches your tapes except us.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, fair point.
Footage. Wait. Crap.
Okay. Well, let's skate around. Maybe I'll look around the mall a little bit here. I don't know if there are hidden objectives in the mall as well, or different things that I can do, but do a little nose grind there. There we go. And there are some really wacky physics from time to time, like where, like, I'll be grinding, and if you hit something just the right way, like I've literally grinded on a rail, clipped through a wall, and ended up out of bounds. So there's a little bit of jank here, but it's not terrible. Like it still controls really well, and I would say it's still pretty fun. Especially with like the Tony Hawk control scheme, which I really like. Yeah, see, look at that. Like literally, I just talked about that, and I literally just busted through the wall there, and so then I get respawned. But yeah, let's just go out into the Helskate again. Oh, what's that thing? What is that? What the hell is that? What the hell? Okay, I won't pretend to know what the hell that was about, but yeah, we're going out there again. Now I'm curious. Okay, I was gonna say, what level is it gonna put me in? Oh, we're doing this one again, I think. So I want to try to not get hurt, obviously. Ouch! I could see doing this over and over, going through these levels, being a little repetitive, like especially if I gotta do all these objectives over and over again. So I'm sort of curious about how the overall progression, if there's things that'll kind of shortcut you a little bit so you don't have to like, oh, I gotta connect collect Helskate every time where I got to do all these boxes. But it seems like this last time I was able to just, like, once I hit that pillar, summon that demon and killed him, then I could go escape. But if I do that, I might forego some of my cash and stuff that I use for upgrades for this run. I think that's how this is working. Yeah, we're gonna... And it does this weird slow-mo thing sometimes. It's usually when you jump and you do stuff in the air that happens, I think. But yeah, it's going really slow now. Okay, oh no, oh, we're gonna go in the drink. So yeah, this is, there's something here. There's something really unique here. I mean, I'm glad they're doing the Tony Hawk remasters, but honestly, I would love to see them be given a chance to do a whole new Tony Hawk game, because they've got a couple games under their belt now. You know, they've got the feel of everything pretty well okay. Oh, I gotta kill this demon. Yeah, there we go. Slaying some demons. I would love to see, like, a new Tony Hawk game. And, like, in the PlayStation days, man, God, they had... It almost got oversaturated, because you had, like, the Dave Mirra games, you had Thrasher Skate and Destroy, you had... Oh, there was, like... What was the other one? There... Whoa, okay, that was a weird thing. There's Thrasher, and then there was... I'm trying to remember which one was, There was one where, like, you were dodging the cops, and you went, like, you caused enough mischief, and then, like, the cops would be chasing you. But then there was one that was, like, just a straight-up Tony Hawk competitor, but the physics were a lot more jank. I think that might have been Thrasher. I'm trying to remember what the hell the other one was called, like, where you would see someone coming at you with a gun or something, and then you'd have to, like, escape out of the level. I'm getting them mixed up, and I don't remember which one was Thrasher and which one was something else. But you had, like, there was aggressive inline. I remember that one was a thing. Like I said, there was the Dave Mirra games, the Horrible Experiment that I never played, but I saw footage of that BMX XXX. Yeah, look that up on YouTube. It was, from what I saw of it, it was really bizarre. Okay, I gotta find, yeah, this guy. Okay, we gotta summon Sir Demon, and then we gotta be ready to fight him. But I think I'm already hurting health-wise. Yeah, there's my heavy attack, son. Eat shit, buddy. Although I'm hurting real bad. Oh, yep, I'm hurting bad. Oh, yep, I'm bad. I'm dead. I did way better last time. I kind of wish it was just like you beat a level and you can go on. Because, like I said, I was on... There was the level I'm on right now. There was one other level. And then I was like the third level in. And it was like the city place where there was like cars. And I was getting a lot of air on that one. I'm just going to go right back out again. We'll do one more run. And like I said, I'm sure there's things that I still don't understand about this game. But, you know, if a weird Hades, Tony Hawk, Demon Slayer game seems like it might be the right thing for you, you could... This is definitely, I think, worth giving a shot, because it is absolutely unique. And as I said, the controls are actually pretty decent. Like, the skateboarding itself actually feels pretty good. There's a lot you have to keep track of, especially now that you have the attacks and the dodges and stuff going on, but I wonder if I could just go, or do I have to kill all the other mini demons before I can summon the pillar demon? I'm not sure. Okay, there was a box. Destroy that. Okay, hang on, I gotta get up here. Let's see. Okay, there's a guy back here. Oh, there's a box. There we go. Kill that real quick. I think there's, what, 3 of them? Or I don't remember how many boxes there are. Oh, that was uncool, sir. Okay, I gotta find... Where's my pillar? Because I just want to see if I can go do that right away. It definitely does seem a lot more lifeless without music. But, you know, like I said, I do hope that the soundtrack does go from song to song, because I do not want to hear the same thing. I do not want to hear the same thing each time. Yeah, so you get little tooltip, little help things there. And then... spray paint sound. Yeah, sorry about the copyright stuff, but like I said, I probably figured I should pretty much mute it because YouTube will get mad at me. It's still so dumb. Because you get people that can do their whole, like, oh, I can just upload a whole song. And they're totally fine with it, but, you know, God forbid you actually use music that's in a game. I can grind these, that's pretty fun. Okay, are there any demons left, or can I go summon wherever the hell he is? I forget. I'm trying to see if there's any more boxes I can destroy. There we go. Oh, speak of the devil, there we go. We got an objective done. So that'll help. Okay, there's a letter. There we go, there's some demons. Hey demon, come here. I gotta show you my blade. Yeah, I'm wondering if that leash thing is like a lock-on deal you could do. So far it hasn't been too much of a problem. Oh no, did I just... What happened? Kill that guy. That's a funny noise. Anybody else? I mean, this is one that I'm not great at, but I am rather enjoying it so far. Still trying to figure out some of the mechanics, some of the weird, you know, again, some of the weird things that set it out, aside from being like a Tony Hawk game. It's a lot more forgiving, like you don't really have bails necessarily, at least what I've seen thus far. Like, yeah, you can go into the drink and then you respawn, but like if you fall off of, you don't hit a ramp correctly, and you know, it doesn't just plant you on the ground. So it seems like it's a little more forgiving in that way, but it wants to combine the combat with going out of bounds, apparently. Ooh, hey, what are you? Okay, hey, come here. Wait, I'm gonna... Oh, I don't have any money. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. What do I need to do still? I should go track one of my objectives is what I should do. But I like... Oh, there's an 8. Damn it. I saw the 8 there for a minute. For Helskate. Not going to have time, or not going to have... money for that. Let's see. There we go. Another objective done. Yeah, son. Uh-oh. Demons are pissed. Yep. Do objective. Complete objective. Demons get angry. And I died. Okay, so I'm guessing being in that weird, like, purple stuff is not a good thing. I don't know that there's much more I have to show you, though. I wish I could show you more levels, but I got a couple of them there for you. But we got our hub here, and we got... I was showing you... I got to the other level once. But yeah, it's a really bizarre combination of things that kind of works. It kind of works. Yeah, I'm definitely a street skater. I like my grinding. Not as much of a vert guy. I like to jump from one thing to another, do a manual. There we go. There we go. There's a nice little combo. So here's, yeah, this is our tattoo person. I wish I could figure out...
Footage told me you can fight the monsters now. Is that true?
Yeah, but they got me again.
Gee, I can't believe you fight them. I just skate past them as fast as I can.
You got into the Helskate?
Not like you do. I'm not trying to escape. I'm looking for materials for my tattoos.
That's cool. I'm looking for a beach.
Yes, Footage told me it must be very special to you.
And there's your different tattoos that you can get. I got a lightning one just for the heck of it. But, yeah. So now we can walk around. Got a little jump button, although I can't jump very high. But yeah, I can skate around. There's another, like I said, there's another person, yeah, right over here.
Whoa. What is that?
It's me, your favorite almost customer.
Not you, that board. Can't believe I didn't notice before. Bring it here.
Oh, do I get an upgrade?
This isn't just old, it's ancient. Where did you find this?
In the trash. It's pretty rusty. It's probably why I got chucked.
Definitely a signature deck. But whose?
Maybe sword guy here? Because when I skate, a magic sword kinda appears in my hand.
What did you say?
Whoa. Face just got real serious.
Don't move. I'm gonna go get someone.
And the plot
Anton
thickens.
Falcon, this is Molly, the Malkoplin. I want you to mess him up real good.
Ah!
Okay.
So it's true. You can use skate energy to conjure a weapon. But why him?
Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
Are you gonna buy something?
Maybe.
I'll leave Molly here in case you ever want to wail on him again. I hear it's very therapeutic.
Kinda. Okay. So, yeah. Got our little practice dummy demon now. And let's see what... Oops. So... Yeah, I can buy different decks or something here, but I'll leave that for later. That is Helskate, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of a cool game. I'm glad I finally got around to checking it out. I don't know how good I'm ultimately going to be at it or if I'll be able to beat it, but I definitely think there's something unique here, and I think it's something worth checking out. Especially if you're a Tony Hawk fan, you'll feel right at home, and you'll have a few more mechanics. So Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. You can follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, Blue Sky at Illegally Cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.